Hello again, my name's Kevin. You're watching Leatherneck Prepper. What I want to talk to you today about is continuity of government, or what they also refer to as COG. Now, nobody really knows the entire plan, at least not the general population. Not to my knowledge. There's speculation about it, but eh, who knows how much of it's actually true. The reason I'm bringing this up is notifications from um, how much notification would we get before they enacted continuity of government in a ICBM nuclear missile type of attack. That's the whole thing. The way I understand it, it would take a regular ICBM about 30 minutes to get here, going by direction of the poles, North Pole that is, and a hypersonic missile. I'm to understand those things get here in under 10 minutes. So how much warning would the general population actually get? Now, I'm basing this opinion on we had a thing at AT&T when I still worked there before I was retired. Yes, I know. I can't stand the fact that I had to retire. I loved being a lineman. Anyhow, it's called AT&T Yes OK. It was an app that was downloaded to our phone, and several times a year they would send out an alert, and we all had to tap the alert saying that we were okay, there was nothing wrong with us. And they would use that in case of a tornado, major storm, earthquake, something along those lines. So that alert would be issued out, and we would respond back. So all the politicians, at least in the congressional side, the Senate and the House, they are given cell phones. Yes, communication devices of some sort. Are they going to be notified before the general population? And if so, are they going to click submit? Hey, this is where I'm at this point in time. How can I get to wherever I'm going to go? If they're in Washington, and the conspiracy theory part of this is, are there underground tunnels from point A to point B in Washington, D.C.? I couldn't tell you. Don't care to know. It's just silliness. But if there are they going to, before the general population gets notified, are they going to have to respond back and be on their way to safety? So let's say an attack happens over the poles or over the North Pole. 30 minutes. By the time this missile, from what I'm to understand, so correct me if I'm wrong, by the time the missile is identified as this was a launch from a known site to have ICBMs, or coming from a submarine, or coming from one of their mobile launchers. It's launched from a known nuke site, and they get the trajectory of where it's going to be going. Was this just a test? Is this a legitimate threat? So how long before it gets up, they know that that's headed safe for the United States continental, or the continental United States? How long is that going to be? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? So if it's a regular ICBM, you have 30 minutes notice. Well, let's just say it is 10 minutes. That leaves 20 minutes to send out that alert. How long before they respond back? If that's the system that is in place. I don't know that. I'm just going off of basically what we had at AT&T. Now understand, AT&T also has a different network for government. It's been put into place. They've been working on it now for several years. They've got a 20 or 25 year lease on the program where they're the ones to maintain and monitor it. So I mean, that's fact. I know because I was there when it was rolled out. Also, AT&T's communication devices through the employees, they all get preferential treatment. So there was a new SIM card put in that allowed it to operate on those same networks. That way they could use their device when everybody else's was cut off. So the regular phone traffic would be limited in that type of situation. That's a fact. They did it when I was there. I know it happened, so can't argue with me on that one. So let's say they issue it out and then they've got 10 minutes to respond before they're going to issue an alert. 10 minutes is not that much time, guys. 10 minutes is not that much time. Unless you're just right around the corner or you're at home, you're SOL. Continuity of government. They're going to put themselves above the population that they claim to represent. After all, we are a representative republic. I said republic. We are not a democracy. We are not a representative democracy. I don't care what anybody says. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say that we are a democracy. The word democracy is not in there on purpose. So, anyways, that's basically how much time we're going to have. How much time would you have in the event of a nuclear attack? 10 minutes? 5 minutes? How about none at all? I could see not getting any warning for fear that they say people are going to be going ballistic. You see what happened with the warning in Hawaii back a few years ago. They got warning, but that was a mistake. So the other portions of it were not put into place, from what I'm to understand. If I'm wrong, by all means, call me out. When I've looked this stuff up, I didn't see that. So could be politicians were warned, but being how it was just a mistake, it was caught pretty quick, but it wasn't issued out that was a mistake pretty quickly. Who knows? So anyhow, if you have any other thoughts or ideas, by all means, put them in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. Share it. Remember, you can also reach me at xcooperx@protonmail.com. If you have any other questions that you just don't want to put in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you. Lastly, this is going to be in the headline, so sorry I didn't put it at the very beginning. World War III is going to happen sooner or later. Not anytime soon. Don't believe the fear porn, especially the Canadian porn. Don't buy into it. The world is going to come to an end, I promise you, at some point. But it's not going to happen in the next few days. It's not going to happen in the next few years. I wouldn't think so. The likelihood of a nuclear attack is so slim, so small. I am less than 5% that somebody is dumb enough to attack the U.S. So just remember, prepare for tomorrow, but live today. Don't avoid that vacation. Don't avoid going and doing things with your family, because it's just very unlikely. So anyhow, hope you guys got something out of it. And remember, there are a few problems in life that cannot be solved by a battleship broadside. Have a good one, guys.